Today we have assembled here to commemorate and to celebrate the life of one of our cultural icons, Honorable Louise Bennett Coverly, affectionately called Miss Lou. So students, it is our mission not only for you to be academically astute and physically agile, but we also want you to be culturally aware. And it's against this background we join the entire island today in celebrating Miss Lou's Day. The celebrations as far as Bellfield High School is concerned is officially called to order.
What makes you that John and Weedy? You want me to call you, make me head find you somebody Not here, Jeremiah, not here. Not here, Jeremiah, not here. Not here, Jeremiah, not here. Not here, okay. Where you down, wheel and done. What make you that son and wheel? But I want to be a boy. Give me belly and tambourina. Where you down, wheel and done me? What make you that son and wheel? You want me big father? Make me belly and tambourina, tambourina, tambourina.
Vice Principals, Mr. Cardon Pitt, Captain Lucian Suba, Steering Committee of Miss Lou's Day celebration, my esteemed colleague teachers, administrative, ancillary workers, members of the CVM Media Group, our distinguished cadets. The task is mine this morning, this afternoon, to extend to you a warm and cultural greeting, and to say to you that as a school family and as a directive of the Ministry of Education, that the Bellfield High School continues to sensitize and to alert and to remind our students of cultural icons such as Miss Lou. And so the legacy left by Mrs. Lou cannot be unearthed. It cannot be erased. And so the Ministry of Education has, for the last several years, placed it on the calendar of events for school activities honoring Miss Lou. At this time, could you please put your hands together in recognition of Miss Lou's Day. And so, it is fitting this afternoon that we underscore her legacy by highlighting the rationale for honoring her on this special day. And so once again, we pause to pay homage to our mother of Jamaican culture, the late Honorable Louise Bennett Coverley, Order of Merit, cultural icon par excellence. Miss Lou, as we fondly call her, is one of Jamaica's whose life work and worth have caused us to understand who and what we are and led us to the ultimately belief in ourselves as a nation. Her long years of respecting and promoting the ordinary Jamaican people through tasteful and riveting commentary on their lives, traditions, and customs executed in our native tongue have allowed us to appreciate our own creations, even as others sought to undervalue our own substance. Today, we recall with pride Miss Lou's incursions in our hearts, where she continues to live today. Even as Dottie continues to be rough. We maintain our resilience and inner strength as we take we hand make fashion in an interest of our children. Yes, we are a people who know hard times, but we are never daunted by the reality. We also knew we could overcome like so many of the characters in Miss Lou's poetry. From the Candy Lady to Uriah Preach, to Sarah Chase, to Auntie Rochi, through pedestrian crosses, to Noliko Twang, we face ourselves through her poetry and reveal in the joy of our social interactions as we endearly depicted by her. Miss Lou's work is timeless. Her influence on so many other noteworthy cultural practitioners, from theater to dance to reggae and dancehall, has been legendary. Her contributions to our cultural identity that led us to embrace our various idiosyncrasies cannot be overstated. Miss Lou was a woman of strength, courage, and possessed an immense passion for maintaining the uniqueness of the Jamaican people. A timeless cultural icon, Miss Lou has left us with a legacy through her work and music that will continue to inspire Jamaican people for many years to come. A grateful nation at this time pauses once more to honor the Honorable Louise Bennett Coverley for the value she brought to our lives by allowing us to discover and enjoy one of the most beautiful of our creations, our language. Today, as always, we salute you, Miss Lou, Mother of Jamaica culture, and I declare Miss Lou Days open for our celebrations. I thank you.
Mother of Jamaican culture, Louise Simone Bennett Coverley, Miss Lou. Oh, what you dead for? Oh, what you dead for? But guess what? You know, say me member say, you did born September 7, 1919 on North Street in Kingston. You lived the last decade of your life in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. And you died the 27th of July 2006 at the Scarborough Grace Hospital after collapsing at your home. And then they didn't have a memorial service for you on the 3rd of August in 2006. And your body was flown to Jamaica to lie in state at the National Arena on the 7th and 8th of August of the same year. A funeral service was held in Kingston at the Cork Methodist Church at East Parade on August 9, 2006. And intermittent in the Cultural Icons section in the country's National Heroes Park. You died before your husband Eric Winston Coverley, and him was a promoter and performer of the Jamaican theater. Miss Lou, what you dead for? But guess what? You see, although you're dead, remember enough things about you, you know. You was the only child of Augustus Cornelius Bennett and the owner of a bakery in Spanish Town and Karen Robinson, a dressmaker. And then after you died, you know, after you died, you was raised by your mother no more. You was married to Eric Winston Coverley, May 30, 1954. And you get one son named Fabian. And then you adopted several children. But guess what? Remember, say you did love movies, theater, and action sales. Remember, say You attended elementary school in Ebenezer and Calabar and St. Simon's College and Excelsior College in Kingston. And in 1943, you enrolled at Friends College in Highgate, St. Mary, where you studied Jamaican folklore. And that same year, your poetry was published in the Sunday Gleaner. And in 1945, you became the first black student to study at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art after being awarded a scholarship from the British Council. And guess what? We still remember say after graduating from the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, you work with repertory companies in Coventry, Huddersfield, Amsterdam, across England. And during that time in the country, you hosted 2 radio programs for the BBC Caribbean Carnival and the West Indian Night. Miss Lou, what you dead for? But guess what? You see, although you're dead, your memory still live on in Jamaica. You were involved in your country. You worked for the Jamaica Social Welfare Commission from 1955 to 1959. And you taught folklore and drama at the University of the West Indies. And in 1965 to 1982, you produced Miss Lou's Views, a series of radio monologues, and in 1970, you started hosting the children's television program called Ring Ding. Airing until 1982, the show was based on your belief that the picnic them learn the thing that belonged to them. As part of the program, children across the country were invited to share their artistic talents on air. I remember say you appeared in various motion pictures, including Calypso and Club Paradise. Miss Lou, your memory still live in Jamaica, and we remember whole heap of things about you. But guess what, people? Me soon tell us some more about Miss Lou. Ayaya.
Yeah. Well, I met and listen to my speech and imagine all the level that humanity can reach. Me he was dead for nothing, so why me bother teach? Marcus fight for black people, and yet we still have bleach. Pass a light and a grabber, it's all about the dollar. The height is success and them a bird on the ladder with a pass like slavery. But me feel living honor, if me did me Columbus, me tell him to love him mother. Me want to see my world, me want to see my nation. Stop the crime, stop the killing, stop the suffocation. Election pass, same situation. Poor people probably go without occupation. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Like everybody have a gun since lately. I mean, I pray to God and hope, say me hear me tired of this place where big man I can't be the chill.
Yes, by Louise Bennett. Oh no, see me die out trial, ma. This marga girl when you want put me in a casket and liar story. She said, come call me today. And when me go, my child, the whole family surround me like I was personal. Them say somebody tell me story. Them say somebody tell me story. And she tell her daughter, say Miss Lou the walk and definite her character. Them said somebody will tell me story. And somebody will no wingy. And wing, and if somebody will wingy tell, that must be me. You see when them start chat, you see? I glad I wasn't personal. Family would have must catch a fire. The way my temper. Why? You see? Last time I more upon them, you see? Cause I wouldn't take it so. For them never know say, I know the right way the story come. Them said Jane say, I me say, me say, that so tell somebody say, that Miss Matty say, Sam beat Lou. Me all go whisper it to Jane, and she go tell Jude. Him go tell Diane, and Diane pinch and tell Vi, and Vi go tell Sue. Sam go back go ask Miss Sue go back go ask Miss Matty, I know the size of your mouth. She just called Winky me up and the whole story broke out. Lucy Sam never beat her. Him only fling a stone. It gonna make mistake and lick her and broke her shoulder bone. I just wheel back through the gate and all them a call I wouldn't look. Cause I no business in a casket. For my life is an open book.
Jesus, what a piece of casket to show. Be a mix up, be a mix up. We're now going to be inviting Mrs. Mackenzie Gordon again to be doing a cultural item.
What's wrong with Miss Mary Dryfoot boy? Them dog got him for back. And when me meet him Tara night, the boy give me a shock. Me tell him say him auntie and him cousin them send howdy. And ask him how him getting on. Him say, jolly, jolly. Me start to feel so sorry for the poor bad lucky soul. Me think him come a foreign and come catch bad foreign cool. Me think him got a bad sore throat. But as him chat one, me find out say his foreign tongue the boy a put on. For me notice that him answer to nearly everything me say was actually what? Out there! And all them sitting there. Me give a joke and the girl them laugh. But here the boy, I'm sure you got that belly dash out of the cinema. Same time, me lost me temper. And me holler out, boy, get out. Not chat to me with no hot potato in your mouth. Him turn up like him stunned. Then hear him now, how silly. I don't think that I really understand you, actually. Me say, you understand me, yeah? Now your name Kojo Scoop. Always visit Nana Kitchen and you laugh like gungu soup. And now all the phone answer is actually. Boy, but tap. What happened to them sweet Jamaican joke you use for pop? Him get vexed and walk through the door. Him head in the ear. The girl them fall out after him. Not going, what? Out there. And from that night till today, ma, them all got him for mock. Miss Mary Dryfoot boy can't get over the shock. Aye, aye, aye.
How would a Jamaican say in English? Sammy plant piece of can down a gully. That's it in Creole. How are you going to say it in English?
Samuel cultivated a crop of maize in the ravine.
Use a microphone here. Wait. Remember? In Creole we say Sammy plant piece of can down a gully. Look here, come.
Samuel cultivated a crop of maize in the ravine.
Wanna like it? Alright. Wanna not like it? Alright. And it bear till it kill poor Sammy.
And it bore till it killed. And it bore until it killed poor Sammy.
I like it. Wanna like that one I know? Alright, the Creole said, Sammy dead, Sammy dead, Sammy dead. Oh.
Sammy died dead. Oh.
Look here. At least it's another laugh. One more we're going to do now. In Creole, we say, all I want to come over your stuff. All I want to come over your stuff.
All of Unos come over here. Uno come over here, so.
Look here, look at them here, man. Thank you guys so much. That was so much fun. All right.
Miss Lou, how were you dead for? But guess what? Your memory still live on in Jamaica. You was an inspiration to Jamaicans, and you proudly presented the Jamaican language and culture to a wider world, and today we are the beneficiaries of that audacity. You was acclaimed by many for your success in establishing the validity of all local languages for literary expression. An important aspect of your writing was its setting in public spaces such as trams, schools, and churches, allowing readers to see themselves pre- and post-independence reflected in your work. Your writing has also been credited with providing a unique perspective on the everyday social experiences of working class women in a post-colonial landscape. Lord have mercy, Miss Lou, all Jamaicans proud of you, you know. You received so many awards and honors for your work in Jamaican literature and theater. In recognition of your achievements, Harbour Fort Centre, a non-profit cultural organization in Toronto, Canada, has a venue named Miss Lou's Room. And the University of Toronto is home to your exchange fellowship in Caribbean Literary Studies for students from the University of the West Indies. Your other awards and honors include 1. Member of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire in 1960. Number 2, Norman Manley Award for Excellence in 1972. Order of Jamaica in 1974. Musgrave Medal in 1978. Honorary Doctor of Letters, York University in 1998. And Jamaican Order of Merit in 2001. You wrote many books to include
Laugh with Louise, a potpourri of Jamaican folklore in Kingston. The Jamaica Labrish, selected poems, and Auntie Rochi. You also did several recordings, as me remember, Jamaican folk songs, and yes, me dear, Miss Lou live. Miss Lou, how are you dead for? But guess what? Although you're dead, you know, we remember you at heart. And all Jamaican people, today, September 7, 2008, we still proud of you and we are celebrate you. Ay, ay, ay.
One bunga man come to court me say me don't want nobody. Him give me 1 shilling and 40. Me take it by silk and satin. And when you down wheel and done me, what make you that turn and wheel me? You must have want me finger